Friends, once again I take this opportunity to just have an interaction with you. I would like to tell us about the city of Aurangabad, now of course about the university. Aurangabad is a place, recently last year one minister, he declared that Aurangabad is the tourist capital of Maharashtra, the state of Maharashtra. But I don't agree with that, because Aurangabad is a place which I consider that it is the tourist capital of South Asia. And why? That I would like to just highlight. If you know that we have so many ages in the recorded history, Aurangabad is a place, particularly this campus where we are sitting right now. This campus was inhabited by people during the later Stone Age and early Bronze Age. So since that time we have found evidences of the stone and the metal, and this proves that man was living in this region, specifically in the university campus, since last so many thousands of years. First recorded inscription about the city of Aurangabad, means the then locality of Aurangabad, it is mentioned in the caves of Kaneri in Mumbai. Maybe you will be going there, or you might not be going there. But we have a very large complex of caves, the largest in India, that is at Kaneri. In that Chaitya Gruha, a reference inscription, rock cut inscription mentions about the place Raj Taraka and the caves of Aurangabad, which are right behind our department. We are again going to visit that particular caves. It is just behind our department. So the inscription tells about the place and the donation made for constructing these caves. Now this itself proves that Aurangabad people were living there since 2000 years. So we have a long tradition, a very long tradition of people. And you just think about the culture and history and tradition which has developed. Now when we are sitting here on this side, on the eastern side, if you open the window, you will find the replica of the Taj Mahal, that is the Bibi Ka Maqbara, Emperor Aurangzeb's mother. She is laid buried there. So on this side, east side. Behind me in the north side, we have the caves of Aurangabad, which are 2000 years old. This monument is 400 years old. Again, the particular campus, it is since last maybe some 5, 10,000, 15,000 years. So this is a place. Now we find, like you have traveled from Shimla to Aurangabad, Madam was quoting. What we have in Aurangabad, in this particular district, we don't have snowfall, we don't have desert, and we don't have the beach. Only three things. The rest attractions are available here. We have cultural monuments, natural parks, wildlife sanctuaries, bird sanctuaries, caves, forts, and whatnot. So all attractions of tourism are available in one particular city of Aurangabad, in this entire district. The first World Heritage Monuments of India. I think the foreign people, they know Taj Mahal better, but they don't know Ajanta or Ellora, because everywhere you find a picture of Taj Mahal. Before Taj Mahal, the first monument to be designated as World Heritage Site, it was Ajanta and Ellora. After that, this was in 1983. After that, the Red Fort of Agra, this is the third monument to get the status of World Heritage. And fourth one is the Taj Mahal. So these are the monuments which we find in this particular city. Today, what we find in Aurangabad, we have this historic university. This is named after Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar. He is known as the architect of the Indian Constitution. So this university it was established some 58 years ago. Later on it was renamed as Dr. Ambedkar Marathwada University in 1994. This university is providing the quality education to the entire region. Students from Marathwada and Vidarbha region of Maharashtra, students from these places, they come to this university. And as I've already mentioned, that the university is committed to the society towards excellence and social commitment. So in this university we have a tradition that we have started some very unique courses. Some of the courses they were started for the first time in India. Like we have a department of management science, the first department in Maharashtra to start with MBA. We have the department of dramatics, again the first department in the state. We have the department of journalism. I think it is the first in the country. Department of Tourism Administration, first in the state of Maharashtra. And all the degrees are being offered. Presently we have 42 departments, university departments in the campus, and in the sub-campus at Usmanabad, we have nearly eight departments. So here, like I'll just give you an example. Now we are running a course on tourism, that is Masters in Tourism Administration, master's degree. This was started by the Ministry of Tourism in the year 92-93. Now this is the only degree available in the country where we have kept the fees of only 10,000 rupees. Only rupees 10,000 for 2 years, 4 semesters. And we get all facilities. The fees in the other universities, I'll just quote one. Now you are going to Bangalore. So one of my students is working in Christ University. There they are offering this course for 2 lakh. 2 lakh rupees. You had been to Shimla University, you had been to the department. So there they are charging 1,60,000. So we are very economical in nature. What we do that we are just looking towards the society, towards the people from the rural areas who never got an opportunity to take education. So all courses in this university are subsidized at a very less amount of fees. We are offering the courses. And regarding the research, what to tell you about the research of this university? Like some years ago there used to come an advertisement that people from this university need not apply for a particular post. That was the image which was being created in most of the parts of Maharashtra. But here I would like to quote that one of our students, Nirupama Roy, if you remember, she was the Foreign Secretary of India. She is a student of this, alumni of this university. She was studying English in this particular building besides this, in the Humanities building. The chairman of the University Grants Commission, Professor Sukhdev Thorat, he is a student of this particular university and the Milind College. So we have very eminent personalities. The Minister of Education in Maharashtra, Rajesh Tope, he is a student of this department. So there are Professor Arun Kharat, he is an eminent scientist. He is, I think directly he was not here, but he is working here. So we find that, like in the botany department, it is known we have the best botanical garden in the country, and the eminent professors have taught in this department. So we find that so many professors and students, they are working throughout the country, throughout the world. So with this I will just stop here, and now we have a performance by the students of the Department of Dramatics